Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Duke's offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Ooh.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Nice little
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And
he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited and crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew...
Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking left. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Now lining up to
Hit
snap
the
it in the red
thumbs
zone.
up. Hit the thumbs up.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Moving out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off. Throws toward the end zone.
Awesome. Oh!
Dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Acho. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They move the tight end all over. The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smash the tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off play action. Now improvising.
Get him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit.
Logan out. He turned it off.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense.
Cuddy, let's go. Can't stop him. Can't stop him.
The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties, and no more turnovers.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw.
That's what I'm talking about.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard
line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
and
good
they can't
snag.
make the connection on 3rd down.
Oh, I thought that was a catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense.
And wait
Yeah,
just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Nice snag.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Now on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down.
Give me that.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that
dang it,
return, but he
return
has
on.
set him up at the 41-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. Tackled after picking up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
What? All I did was call.
We're a little bit down. Listen,
Negative.
this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something.
All I did was
build
call.
on in the second
Cut
half.
it out.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After
Logan
that
at?
last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short.
Come on, Judge.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The defense calls a timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
To the air,
Yeah,
it's
you keep
Acho.
saying anything.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Acho. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh my God, man! Like, come on, man. You gotta be fucking kidding.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him all around. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Catch in the middle. It's Aurora. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Blue Devils will bring the team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you're doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
I'll take it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They believe they can run right here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. They try to pop a run on the draw. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
It wasn't nothing in the way down there for her to pull in, it was it?
Just a short pass to the
Harmon.
And the big fella
I said it wasn't nothing in the way down there for her to pull in, was it?
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for
Come on, Landon.
ripping through the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Burns. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Bro, get out of the way.
Good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Get that block.
He's got room. Oh, look out. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give to the tailback. And how about
knocked back into the running back.
It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw.
Hey, Lundy. Happy to be back.
You can pound it away
Logan.
and get these kind of gains. They will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're
too high.
And it's in.
Hey.
He was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're bringing heat.
Oh, you got to catch that 0. Come on.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights.
They absolutely suck.
That's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Blue Devils line
What was he saying?
Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grab near the marker. It's Acho. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
A designed run for the quarterback.
Go block for him. Block for him. Come on, big bitch.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air
No, sir.
And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just